at this same time. So girlfriends, today I'm going to be talking about skirts that flatter your menopausal belly. And brace yourselves and get ready because I am going to be busting some style myths that you have heard out there. A lot of stylists will say certain things. Oops, sorry, hold on. Hold on, guys. Just a second. Everything. Oh, wait. Sorry, I've got it. Guys. My apologies. Wait, hold on. Okay. Now, what is going on? This is bizarre. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to close.
Just got better. That dress you've been thinking about?
What is going on? This is bizarre. Guys, can you hear me clearly? I just want to see. Hold on. Something else is playing, which is bizarre to me. I just want to double check. This is so strange. Just put in the, okay, hold on. I am live, so I'm definitely live. I just want to make sure that I'm not, because I was hearing sounds that were of something else, which is so weird. Okay, good. Thank you so much. I was like getting another sound coming out of my iPad. I'm like, what's going on? There's been some weird things about YouTube this week. I don't know about you, but I definitely have had some weird things. Hey, Ray, so good to see you, girlfriend. Okay, so let me almost start again. So we're gonna bust some myths about skirts that flatter the menopausal belly. And then I'm gonna deal with one of my big bugbears about skirts. And this is it. A lot of times women will see, and I know this because I've taken women shopping, I've styled women for over 20 years, and often what I find is that they'll find a beautiful skirt and then say, oh, I love the skirt, but then they don't have anything to wear with the skirt. So the skirt sits in the closet. So today, I'm not only going to show you the styles that are going to work for your menopausal belly, but I'm also going to tell you how to wear a skirt effectively and how to plan your wardrobe around a skirt so that you make sure you have lots of mix and match. All right. So for those of you new to me, let me know in the comments. It's wonderful to have you. I am so excited. It's great. And also those of you who regularly join me, also let me know that you're here because I can see a bunch of you are. Okay. So first of all, I want to say, let's deal with some of the myths. One of the big myths that I hear, and it drives me crazy, when a stylist says, oh, everybody can wear a pencil skirt. Okay, so this is what a pencil skirt looks like, girls. So if you do not want to make this part of your body look bigger, then avoid a pencil skirt. Why? Because this is the basic principle. It's all about creating balance. If you want to make this look smaller, which we do, right? Then if we go narrowed towards the bottom, and it's even hard for me to do it with the skirt because it's got the flare, so even that doesn't work. But if it goes narrowed towards the bottom like that, it actually makes everything above it seem narrow in comparison. In contrast, if we have it to where it is fitted in the waist and the hip, it emphasizes the waist, which we'll talk about in a moment, and then flares out into a wider hem. That then makes everything above it seem narrow in comparison. And so that is the big difference between this kind of skirt, all right, that is a pencil skirt, and what I call a fit and flare. So think about it from a standpoint of the triangle, the widest bit being at the bottom and then narrowing towards the top. Okay, so that is the big difference. Now, the other myth that I'm going to bust, and we'll talk about this in a moment. I'll be showing you lots of examples, so don't panic. We'll see lots of examples. The other myth is this lovely 3/4 length skirt. Now, Stella's not looking very good. She wants to be involved in the situation. Okay, here we go, Stella. She's leaning a little forward. She's not doing so good. She had a rough night last night. All right, so girlfriends, this kind of skirt for those of us who are in midlife, I have to tell you, is going to make you look frumpy. So it doesn't flatter for a different reason. Now, I do find that it can make you look very square-like, and especially for somebody like me with my shape, because I do tend to be quite straight up and down. But basically anybody, to me, a 3/4 length skirt like this that has no real shape is also going to make you look shapeless and frumpy. Now, what we're going to talk about is lengths of skirts, and that's really important. So you may say to me, well, Trace, the skirt you have on is also kind of 3/4. That is true. The length is not that different, this one, to the one I have on. However, the one I have on is asymmetrical. And so there is that kind of asymmetrical type of skirt length that is going to be much easier for you to wear and figure out how to style it and what shoes to wear with it and that kind of thing. And this is mostly, girlfriends, for my petite girls. So for those of us who are petite, which I am definitely on the petite side, I'm only 5'3.5". I look taller because I always wear platforms, but I am 5'3.5". And so I find that the skirt length is incredibly important because it can either elongate your leg and make you look taller and slimmer, or it can make you look frumpy. And so we're going to talk through that as well. Sorry, guys, I don't have the AC on in here because of the noise, so I'm sweating. All right, so let's talk about the skirts that do work and why they work and how you can style them. Now, I've purposely put on a contrasting top today because I want you to be able to see what the skirt looks like. This skirt does come with a top in the same color so that it can look like a dress. I'm just going to pin that to it. And also you can have different tops made to match exactly, which is a really fun thing. We'll talk about that in a little bit just now on how to mix and match your skirts. But first, let's talk about the style of the skirt. Now, this skirt is one that I designed, and I love it because it is a wrap skirt. It is made in a slightly thicker cotton jersey. It's not your typical thin cotton jersey, as you will find with all of my items. So sometimes people go like, oh, your price is quite high. I'm like, yeah, the fabric is expensive. When you have something that has a really good substantial weight to it with a really good amount of stretch, that comes at a little bit more of a price tag. However, it is so much more effective for those of us going through perimenopause and menopause because it gives you some form of a hold and it doesn't cling to all the wrong places. The thing about a wrap skirt that you do want to be aware of is that you want something that is going to wrap over a lot. Okay, which means that you don't want a wrap skirt that's going to be almost like if you barely move an inch, you're going to lose your skirt. That is not going to make you feel confident and comfortable. And I think at this point in our lives, girls, we want to be comfortable. The other thing that I love about a wrap skirt, which is why I design a lot of them and have them in my collection, and I'll be showing you some new things coming up soon as well. I'm very excited about my new skirts, is that what is nice about a wrap skirt is that you can wear it higher or lower if you want to. Okay, so if I wanted to, as an example, if I wanted to make my skirt longer, it's not that difficult for me to do because I could just adjust it. I have underpinnings on underneath, so don't worry. I could just adjust it a little bit like that and actually make it a little bit longer. However, what I like about a high waist situation, what I like about a wrap skirt is that when you can take it into a higher waist, what it actually does is it gives you that waist definition, but then it also has the width because it's made in that triangle shape. It has a little bit of extra width around the belly and it helps to disguise. So you can notice the difference. For example, I'm wearing it nice and high into my waist. It makes my legs appear longer. However, if I were to go down like this, okay, can you see how now that changes the situation? Why? Because, well, now I'm putting it right across my belly and it's cutting at the kind of almost a little bit above it, which we don't, it's almost at that widest part of my belly. And that is then going to make everything look wider. And it doesn't show off my waist. Can you see that very clearly? Look at that versus look at this. It's a completely different look. And all I've done, same skirt, I've just adjusted it differently. So the emphasizing of the waist there is going to really make your menopausal belly disappear, like will be disguised, basically. That's what's really important, okay, about a wrap skirt. That's what I love about a wrap skirt. The other point I want to make, and this is, we're going to be talking about this in a moment, is what we wear with our skirts. So a lot of times I see women they'll take a beautiful skirt and then they'll just put something really baggy. Okay, so I'm going to and it's just because I don't have anything. So I know this does not match, all right? I am aware of that. This does not match. However, this is the kind of thing I see all the time because we wear a beautiful skirt, but then we wear a big, baggy, can you see? Not doing it, girlfriend. Not doing it. So sometimes the whole point of trying to cover up our belly actually can make us look frumpy and make us look bigger. And we don't want that. Versus, let me take this top off. Okay, now look at the difference. So what a wrap skirt and a good fitted skirt allows you to do is actually to de-emphasize your menopausal belly, emphasize your waist, and then if you are wearing something in a slightly fit and flare, it is going to de-emphasize everything that is above it. Plus, on top of that, if you can get a good length, which is either like an asymmetrical, so this one would go full length at the back and then go a little bit shorter in the front. It makes it really fun. It cuts it up so you can show off a nice shoe. But what's cool about this is that it is elongating and you don't really have to worry about where that is landing. However, if it was straight like this and it's at this weird kind of length, like this, can you see how that kind of doesn't look very good, right? Whereas this at an asymmetrical length looks so much better. And I'll show you again the example because I use these so that I don't have to change a million times. Sorry, what is going on? All my devices are not working very well today, guys. Okay, can you see that? We're going at that very odd 3/4 length, not that flattering compared to this. All right, so now what would we wear with this skirt? Okay, we're going to talk about, I'm going to show you different examples, but for every example, I'm going to show you what you can wear with this. This is a dark navy, and I love navy as a basic because navy is softer than black. If you wear it as in a dark shade, it could almost pass as black, but it's a little more kind to our skin tone. So I hear a lot of stylists talk about like, oh, as we get older, we wear more neutrals. Okay, that's what I think of that. And the reason being is because neutrals. So beige and all these colors can make us look more washed out. We have less color in our hair. We have less color in our skin, unless you're going to pile on the makeup to compensate, which I personally find as I get older, I'm wearing less makeup. Less is better because it doesn't get into the creases. It doesn't show, like the more makeup, the older I feel like I look. All right, so now we're going to look at what would you wear with this skirt? Well, the cool thing about this is, and I'm going to change in a second, but this is the top that I actually designed to go with it. And what I love about this, hold on, I'm just going to take this aside. Here we go. Okay. Starts the pile on the floor. Starts the pile on the floor. Okay, guys, here we go. Let me just get my microphone. I have got underpinnings on, but they're not the most perfect underpinnings. Obviously, I would wear a strapless bra with this. Now, don't worry, there is always a sleeve option and I will show that to you. But the point is, this is my point, is that one of the things I love to do is to give you what I call a cord, which means a top and a skirt or a top and a pants in the same fabric. Why? Same fabric, same color, right? Why? Because you could wear it as a dress. It can look like a dress. You can wear the skirt with the top. You can wear the top with the skirt. And so you're never asking yourself, oh, what can I wear with my skirt? And that's what I find often women experience. Now, as I say to you, and I always say this, there is always a sleeve option. So for those of you who do not want to show your upper arms, it is no problem. So any style that you see in my collection, you will always find that there is a sleeve option. So this is the magic blouse, magic top, made in exactly the same fabric. And what's nice is you still get that asymmetrical look, and you can mix and match it like this. You get the asymmetrical neckline, but then you've got the upper arm coverage, okay, which is really fun. Plus, you could wear this top over another dress. You could wear a different color cami on with the skirt, with this skirt and this magic top. Lose the asymmetrical top on underneath, and you could have a whole nother different outfit, which is great because that's what you want. You don't need, girls, this is the thing. You do not need a lot of clothes in your closet to have plenty to wear. In fact, sometimes having too much in your closet makes it harder to make choices, and you end up wearing the same things over and over and over, or you keep on even buying the same things over and over and over because you don't even know what's in your closet. You're wasting a lot of time and a lot of money and not necessarily feeling fabulous with that situation, okay? So very few, like a few simple things are gonna make a huge difference. Okay, so now let's move into a different combo. And I'm going to show it to you girls because this is the cool thing. We always have different options, okay? And I'm going to talk about print. Here we go. Put your questions in the comments, guys, while I'm getting changed. It always makes it easier for me to answer as I go along. So please feel free. Hello, Moa. Nice to see you, girlfriend. All right, so guys, just excuse my little getting changed situation, but I do have underpinnings on underneath. So it does make it just so that I can have conversations with you guys while I get changed. It's so much better. Otherwise, I have to go off camera and it's a little annoying. So with the navy, hold on, let me just get dressed first because once I've got the microphone on, the sound is always better. Okay, here we go. Okay, this is much better. Thank you. Hello, Jazzy. Okay, so here we go. We have got Jazzy. That's my Siamese. Hey, Jazz. You want to come say hello? Do you want to come and say hello? Guys, let me know if you want me to show him. You're from India? Nice to have you, girlfriend. Okay, so this is the next combo. I'm going to pin it to the screen. Now, when you are wearing a darker color like a darker navy, I will be honest and say that in New York, I live in New York, I will be honest and say that it is always easier to, like, what I like about a navy is that it is pretty disguising. It's almost like a dark, it's almost like black. However, when you get into lighter colors, you really have to be careful of the fabrication and whether it's going to cling or not. Okay, so what I love to do is I love to work with prints. And you will notice this across my collection. I do work with solid colors, and then I use good solid fabrics like the knit that I showed you just now. That is a thicker knit. It's a really good knit. But I have to say that I love prints because they disguise a multitude of things. Now, this is a woven fabric. There is not stretch in it, but look again, it's exactly the same style, but it's in a woven and it's in a print, and it disguises a multitude of things. What's nice as well is that if you wear, and here we go in cohort again, so you can see what I'm talking about. When you have a top and a skirt that exactly match in the same fabric, you don't even necessarily have to wear them together. You can completely wear them separately, but it's always nice to have. It's always nice to be able to wear this as a dress, then could be dressed up for something more like a special occasion. Also, this top here, okay, could be used. This is actually a magic blouse, so it's a improved version of what I normally do with the magic top. It's the magic blouse, and it's an improved version from what I did before. And then because it's got the little hole, and so you can actually wrap it around, but you could put a cami on underneath that. That's also going to disguise the Bailey because it takes it in front and down the body, which is very good. It emphasizes this part of the body, which is your narrowest point. So that is also going to disguise. So you can never really just look at one item in isolation and say, oh, I just need a slimming skirt. Well, actually, you need a slimming outfit. What you wear with the skirt matters, girlfriend. It really, really matters. If you put a long baggy top on over this skirt, it's not going to be flattering. Whereas when you wear it with a shorter, more fitted, maybe tucked in top, or this kind of top like I'm wearing now, that's a different ball game. Okay. And remember that when you are taking that waistband high, when you are wrapping it up higher, you can afford to wear something more fitted on underneath because you've got that disguising of the print, which you can see close when I come up closer. It's got that beautiful print. It's the same as what Stella's wearing, but in a different coloration. And by the way, the set is available in this black and white as well. So you can wear a solid color on underneath it. But the nice thing is that you can go higher up. You can then, but if you still feel like you need the coverage, do the magic blouse and you wear it in front and it completely disguises. If you feel comfortable, you wrap it like this underneath here. Okay, there's a little hole that goes in the side now with all of the new magic blouses. You put the little hole like that and you wrap it over and you can tie it at the back. The nice thing with this then is that you have, and I'll show you in a second, but you have a slightly rounded hem, which you can either wear tightly or loosely, depending on how you're feeling on any given day. It still will have shape, and you can tuck it in or you cannot tuck it in, depending on your level of comfort and how you're feeling about your Bailey. So do you see that we have lots of options? Again, you could wear the same top, and this is the top that is actually made, that is designed to go with this top, with the skirt. It's got the pink and the red, so it's got the contrast. I love color, so I go all out with color. So you could wear that as well. You may have seen me wear this a lot. I love it. And again, you've got that mix and match ability. You could even go, if you're bold like I am, okay, you could even go, if you want to go a little bit more dramatic, you mixing the prints. This is something that I would do, right? I go with the same print but in two different colorways, and I'd wear the top on the black and white on the top and then the skirt on the bottom, and I love that combination. I would go with also maybe a, which I do a lot. I have the multicolored top that picks up on the colors in the skirt, and I would wear it like that. Again, whatever skirt you buy, whatever skirt you're even considering buying, always ask yourself this question: what am I going to wear with it? What am I going to wear with it? And make sure you have at least 2 to 3 different options before you buy it. Otherwise, it's a standalone and it then doesn't get the maximum mix and match and dress up and dress down. Okay, so now girls, I'm going to, and this is the same skirt but in a different fabrication and in a print. Now I'm going to show you something from my previous collection that is still luckily available, which I'm very excited about. Hold on, I'm just going to get it out. And this is the skirt, and this is a shorter skirt. And by the way, let me know, girls, if my regular girls are here and you want to see the new collection, because I have got some new items from the new collection. Here we go. All right, so let me just, in fact, you know what? Let me put Stella, let me put the microphone on Stella, because this makes... this makes a big difference. That way it's not like just rolling around. Here we go. Okay, thank you, Stella. All right, so now let me do we're going to start with shorter skirts now as well, girlfriends. So if you are the kind of person who wants to cover your legs and you want longer skirts, perfect. If you are good with if you are good with showing off your legs, you're going to love these skirts that are coming up. I have a bit of both. So I always give you a couple of different options. And by the way, everything in my collection can be customized. So if you see a style that you like, but you want it in a longer length, just ask. It's as easy as that. Okay, here we go. All right. So now I want to say something about summer and fall, right? Just a second. Let me get dressed. All right. This is, oh, I love this skirt. This is one of my true favorites. Here we go. And I will pin it as well. Okay, here we go. All right, so this is a very popular style that a lot of women have bought from me and absolutely love, and it is the triangle wrap skirt, the triangle hem. You'll notice this triangle hem also in some of my dresses, and the reason why I introduced the triangle hem is because a lot of times women struggle with getting that length perfect. Okay, and that is a very common thing. I've seen this a lot. Like, do they want it too long? Do they want it too short? Luckily, I customize things, and so I can make it a good length. If you tell me what length you are and kind of where you want it to be, it can be adjusted. But it's always nice to have something you don't even really have to think about. And this is the triangle skirt. Now, this one has got two different fabrications, so it's a mixed print, which I really like, and it can be ever so subtle because it shows just a little bit of that. But the main thing about this when it comes to wearing a skirt like this is that this is actually a fall skirt, but it's made out of a breathable fabric, and I can then wear contrasting top with it, or that works in with it, and I can wear it both in summertime. I can wear it as we're going into fall with boots, as into winter with boots, with a longer sleeve. And then also, so I have a blouse that goes, a top that goes with it. And there you've got, again, that whole skirt, that matching skirt top situation that makes it look like you're wearing a dress. So if you actually click on the item that is pinned to the bottom of the screen, you will notice that this looks like a dress, but actually it's a skirt. And so this is something I want to say is that when you find the colors that really work for you and that you enjoy wearing, you can wear them all year round if you find them in items that are breathable. That's the most important thing. Breathable items will be comfortable in summertime and they'll be comfortable in wintertime. And then you just pair them a little bit differently, which again opens up your wardrobe to have a lot more to wear. Again, the skirt is flattering because it has that waist definition and then it flares out. Okay, it is in a print, which also gives the disguising. And again, it's the wrap over. Look at how much it wraps over. So it gives you plenty of wrap. It can also be worn slightly higher. It can be worn slightly lower. I like it round about there. Again, it's going to disguise the menopausal belly because of the print and because of the shape of it. Okay, so now I'm going to show you 3 new skirts, which I'm very excited about. So these are going to be in the fall collection. They are on pre-order. You can order them. And in fact, I have to tell you, 2 of the 3 I have already worn, even though it's so freaking hot. Even though it's so freaking hot in New York. It is crazy hot at the moment, but I have actually worn these skirts because it's breathable fabric. Okay, so I am going to pop on very quickly. I'm going to do this one first. Okay, so this is, and the reason why is because I have the top on. I have a top that matches it. Okay, so these girls I cannot actually tag because I don't yet have them on my website. I have put my email address at the bottom inside of the description box below. So if you do want to pre-order, I highly recommend it. It is going to have to be on order because the fabric is very expensive, is pretty expensive, and I'm not going to hold a lot of stock of this print. But what I love about this skirt, okay, and I'm going to I'm stepping out, is that this is the bubble. So this is a bubble skirt, but in a wrap and in a long, okay? Made out of a breathable fabric. It is a beautiful breathable fabric, so it feels nice and cool. It almost has a little bit of texture, like it almost feels a little suede, but it isn't suede. It's actually viscose, but it has such a beautiful texture to it. It's got a little bit of crepe. It's got kind of a watercolor feel to it. And then I love the circles. All right. So this skirt I could literally wear today, but yet it's a fall skirt. And the reason is because I can wear it with a top that is pick up on one of the colors, right? Then as I go in, I will show you again. I always love a cord. Okay, girls? I love a cord. Why? Because you can wear it together and you can wear it separately. So this is the magic blouse. Again, you can wear it like that and you can have it. You see, look at what you can do. So if you need a little bit of that extra disguising of your menopausal belly, you just wear it with the magic blouse. The sleeve has also got, sorry, Stella, just move a little bit aside. The sleeve has also got that same bubble as the skirt, which I'm really loving. And then you could also, if you want to, whoops, sorry, there is a little, because I put facings in my tops because I don't like bra lines. So, but I didn't pull it down very well. Okay, here we go. I have, it's almost like a little bra top that goes on the inside of the tops. Okay, so here we go. And you can see that now I can do it as a crisscross, like as a wrap blouse, and tie it at the back. And again, this allows me the flexibility. I can either, do you see, wear it like that? It's got the rounded hem, which I really always love because a rounded hem is very disguising of the menopausal belly. It's so flattering. Or I can tuck it in. So either way, and then I've got the whole thing looks like a dress. Can you see that? But it's not a dress. And so this is ideal because this way you don't, a dress you can wear. Yes, a dress you can dress up and dress down. I love dresses. It's a one and done. But what I'm loving even more these days is the cord option, because the cord option gives me so much flexibility. Because now, hold on, it gets even better. Now I can wear this top, okay, with, hold it, wait for it, it's coming. I'm very excited about this one. It kind of happened a little bit by accident. A little bit by accident. Hold on. Okay. So, a denim skirt. Now, I felt like I wanted another. I'm addicted to denim, guys. I really, really love denim. I have like denim jackets. I've lost count of how many denim jackets I have. But I wanted a little denim skirt that was a wrap skirt that wasn't the pointed hem. And I wanted it round and I wanted it short and cheeky, but not too short. Which all of these things, if you are a woman over 40 or 50, you know that these things are very hard to find because the denim skirt's either really frumpy or it's like super tiny and sits at about here. And heaven forbid you sit down and definitely not bend over, okay? So what I love about this skirt is that it gives you that almost, I want to say it's almost like a little tulip effect. It has that little tulip effect, but it's wrap around. And again, it has lots of wrap around. And again, it is a wrap, so it can go higher, it can go lower. And then I can wear it with this same top, okay? Or I can wear it with the skirt of the exact fabric, all right? Then I can also, hold on, just wait for it. It's coming again. It's coming again. There's another, and wait, there's more. And wait, there's more. We could also do that. All right. And then obviously when you do that, just go ahead and turn it around like this, because then this is going to give you a little bit, that's going to cover up the reverse side of the fabric. So just twist it. I mean, it doesn't really matter, but I just like to do that a little bit from a stylist perspective. And you see what I mean? So here again, whether you're traveling, whether you just want a small closet, you want a really concise closet, it's better to have a few pieces that mix and match and dress up and dress down than to have a ton of things and nothing to wear, because so many women have that. Okay, so now let's go to the next one, because I do have another one. And this one I'm going to put with, hold on, I'm going to put it with a little brown top. Oh, and by the way, I will show you in a second. Hold on. Little brown. Jazzy. Does Jazzy want to come say hello? He's my crazy Siamese, guys. He has to go for walks on a leash in New York City. I have to keep up with his schedule. and take him for walks. He goes for walks on the leash, and I've had so many people who have almost like crash their bicycles because they're cycling along and then they see him and they're like, whoa, that's a cat, that's not a dog. Okay, so some of you, if you were live with me last week, will have seen this one. Okay, so this is exactly the same print as the blue and the coral, but it's in the green and the brown. Again, we can do, and again, I'm going to do it like this. Okay, so again, you can wear this top, and this is a great way to also add a sleeve if you are needing a sleeve. So, and if it is breathable, I actually find it makes no difference. Like I have found, because I have to wear some of the work that I do, I host shows, and she prefers for us to cover our shoulders. And so even in the piping hot, I wear these with a sleeve, and because they are breathable, I am not finding that they make me any hotter because of the breathable fabric. In fact, sometimes it's better because I tend to get very sunburned. So I have to be careful of that. Again, this can go into a mix and match, and you could wear this today and you can wear it into the fall. That's how I like to design, because sometimes that transition between summer and fall is a little crazy. Jessica, girlfriend, did you see the blue one? Did you see the bubble? Okay, now I'm going to change. This is the new denim skirt. So this is the new denim skirt. I absolutely love it. And the way I turned it, see, because what I did is I turned I turned and turned it. And so it made it and then stitched it. So it gave it this little, almost like little tulip vibe. It is so fun. It is so fun. I'm loving this skirt. I'm absolutely loving it. I've worn it already, even on the hottest day. Okay, so now the nice thing is that you can wear the same skirt. And by the way, denim goes with everything. And if it's a dark denim, it is still very dressy. Okay, so that's the nice thing. Denim is no longer just for jeans or for casual. You can wear it for work, provided it's in a more stylish, more dressy situation. Okay, hold on. I'm just going to remove that one. And I'm just being a little bit aware of YouTube. Okay, so now this is the skirt that goes with it. Now this skirt is a little bit different in that, hold on. There we go. Okay. Hey, Jazz. I will later, after you're live. Do you want to say hello? Come say hello, Jazzy. This is Jazzy. Say hello, Jazzy. Say hello. He's very cross with me because he's waiting for his TREATS's. Okay. So I can't say the word because he knows the word. All right. So this is, then it looks like a dress. Okay. And can be, I've worn this in summertime. Doesn't matter. And this has got the contrasting belt with it. So it gives you a little bit more of that excitement. So you see how you can mix and match and dress up and dress down, but you could wear this with a solid brown, and then come fall time, you wear it with a long sleeve. Sorry, this has just been like, this is out of my drawer, so it's very it's very, and my cats like to go and lay in my drawer, so probably there's a whole bunch of cat fur on that as well. And then when it comes to the teal, okay, so this is the teal one. This goes really nicely with either of these two colors. Can you see that? So you have, this is the thing, a cord. Oh, hey, Carol. Okay, so girls, I'm gonna have to show you the teal one again, and I'm gonna have to show you the denim skirt. Okay, so this is, it's fine, I don't mind doing it again. I don't mind doing it again. All right, so let me do the teal again, girls, because you girls just came in and I have to show you the teal. Last week it was so funny. So for those of you who were here last week, I had not finished the teal, and I'm just going to put the whole thing together. And it was in pieces still. And I was like, this is kind of what it's going to look like. And, you know, I have vision. Like, I know I can see something and I've got a vision of what it's going to look like. I have to remember people don't have the same. It's like my husband when he's a musician. So he'll do a song and he'll like, oh, don't you think it's a great idea? I'm like, I don't know. Because I can't hear what he can hear. You know what I mean? I don't know what he's going to do. Okay, so guys, I'm going to quickly put, just a second. I'm going to just change this up. Okay. But again, everything, so this is the thing about skirts that I want you to know. Always think to yourself, what can I wear with it? And if you have a cord, that's what I like to call them, cord, a skirt and a top that match exactly, okay, or a jacket and a skirt, that could also work, like a denim jacket and a denim skirt, that could work very nicely. But a cord is always very helpful because you can wear it with multiple different things. Okay, so this is the skirt, this is the bubble skirt that I was not yet finished last week. This is the bubble skirt. It came out so beautifully. I absolutely love it. So it's a wrap skirt in that bubble, and then the blouse, the magic blouse. So you can either wear it with a like a royal blue, a navy, a teal, like that kind of coloration. Here we go. And again, we've got the magic blouse that can be worn multiple different ways. So let me show you. Okay, here we go. We've got the magic blouse, and then the sleeve is the same bubble. Can you see that? So the sleeve has the same bubble as the bottom, and then you can wear it like that, or you can tuck it in like this. I mean, you can wrap it like this. It's got the little hole on the side, and you can wear it as a wrap blouse with that rounded hem, either out or tucked in, either way. So that's out, and out is fine because you have that nice waist definition. Do you see that? Or you can tuck it in because you've got the print happening with the skirt, and you've got the wrap around so you can wear it where you want to, and there you go. You've got it as a dress. Perfect for the fall, okay? Or you can switch out the skirt and wear a denim. This is my new denim skirt. You can switch it out with the denim skirt. So this is the thing, is that with the skirt, you want something, and again, you've got that fit and flare. Can you see that almost makes that really nice A-line look? But it is so important that it has fit in the waist and then flares out. And with the denim, you get a little bit of that stiffness, Okay, and what's fun is it does a little bit of this wavy thing because of the way that I've done the hem. And again, you've got, and this could be worn for the fall, it could be worn now, you can wear it all, you can wear so many different things because this is breathable fabric. Breathable fabric is not hot. It is just not hot. That's the beautiful thing. And then when it comes to the fall and you want to mix your colors, sorry, excuse me, you can mix these two. So this is a great coloration. Okay, so you've got this skirt. You can wear it with either of these two tops in the solid color. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's the beauty of having a cord. That's the beauty of having a skirt that really flatters your menopausal belly, because then it allows, in fact, I find sometimes skirts are easier than pants are because they allow for you to wear them in different ways. And if they're comfortable, the nice thing is if you've got the fit and flare, you've got plenty of room. You know, you don't have to worry about like, oh, I can't, if it's a pencil skirt and you can't even sit down properly. I mean, that's not comfortable. That's not how I want to live. I don't want to live like that. So it gives you that comfort, and it can be casual, can be dressy, can be all of the things. All right. So girls, let me know, do you have any questions? By the way, all of the new styles are not yet on the website. However, you can pre-order, and or if you want to, you can put a small deposit on that holds your fabric. So because I'm not going to be stocking a lot of these fabrics because they are expensive. So these ones, if you do want something, you can put like a small deposit down, and that way I get the fabric for you and it's held for you when you're ready for it in the fall time, if that's what you want. But just let me say, you can wear these now and you can wear them later, because I'm already wearing them now. And it's boiling hot in New York. It's just absolutely boiling. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys a moment to put in your questions. Please feel free to put your questions in. I have another announcement to make. So I'm only going to tell you in part today, though. So if you look at my YouTube channel and you see what is scheduled for next week, I have a big announcement, and it has to do with Italy. An Italian style for midlife, okay? But I'm only going to announce it live next week. So my suggestion is just go to my YouTube channel and look at my lives and just bookmark that for next week. It's going to be the same time. I'm going to be making some big announcements, and it's not just going to be affecting it's going to be affecting the content that I'm going to be posting here on the channel. It's going to be affecting also some of my own things. So it's going to be, and the collection. So I'm very excited to make the announcement. Super excited, but make sure to tune into that. And you're going to love it. It's going to be a really special thing. Okay, so make sure to put that in. And then, are there any other questions, girls? Are there any other questions about the skirt issue and like what is going to fit and flatter your menopausal belly during your midlife time with your skirts? So let me know in the comments. I'm very happy to help you, girls. Okay, so, and if there are some that you want me to go over again, check in the description box below. I've put in all the skirts on my website will be in that link. I just did a search on the website and put that link in there for you. So feel free to go and check that out. Also feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions, or if you want a personal styling session, because I do online personal styling sessions. Happy to help you anytime. Okay, so are there questions, girls? There's so many of you here, but you're so quiet today. It's so fun. All right, so let me know. Jazzy's waiting. Jazzy's waiting, guys. Jazzy. Come say hello, Jazz. Oh, he's a big cat. He's a very, very big cat. He's a big Siamese. He's like a 15-pound cat. So he's a little crazy. Anyway. Okay, guys. So let me know if there are any questions. Anybody? All right. So let me just show you one more time. So I'm just going to summarize very quickly. So with your skirts, you want something that fits in the waist and flares out in the hem. Wrap skirts are ideal because you can wear them slightly higher, slightly lower, slightly looser, slightly tighter, depending on what's going on with your menopausal belly. If you have a good wrap skirt, okay, or a good shaped skirt, you can wear a ton of things with them, and it allows you to wear shorter, more fitted, sometimes even tucked in tops, because the skirt does the work for you. However, don't look at the skirt in isolation. You always want to consider, what am I going to wear with that skirt? And can I wear it? Have I got two or three other tops at least, girlfriends, at least, that is going to go with your skirt? I'm a huge fan of cords, because cords allow you, even if you never wear them together, they allow you to almost create a little bit of a color palette that you're working with, and then you can mix and match. So as an example, you could wear this blouse with the little denim skirt, which is coming soon, by the way, or you could also wear it with the skirt that goes with it, and it makes it look like a dress. Perfect also for dressing up sometimes. You've got a special occasion, you just wear it together, and then when it's more casual, you wear them separately. So it allows for that as well. I'll show you again what the skirt looks like. So this is the skirt. Okay, and it comes in two, by the way, it also comes in two different colorways. So if you like one style, let's say for example, you really love this long bubble skirt, but you prefer it in the brown print, which I'm going to show you now, you will be able to order it in the brown. Okay, so that's the nice thing. Everything is customizable. I had somebody ask me the other day about pricing, and I was like, girls, these are customizable. They are made to order, and they are made with mostly sustainable and or very good quality fabrics. Jess, that's not one that it was just one that I did for my own. I don't actually have brown fabric at the moment, but we can chat about that another time. Okay, so it was just one that I did out of scraps of fabric. So we've got this one here. Okay, so this is the same print, but we'll chat about it later, and I can help you with that. Don't worry. Okay, so I've got this one here, and you see, look at how cool that is. So if you like this style, but you want it in this coloration, you can have it in that coloration. All right, then I've got, again, you can take this one off. I've got my microphone under there. Sorry, guys. I hope it wasn't disturbing my microphone. Okay, or you can take this off and you can wear it as the mix and match. Do you see what I'm saying? Now I can wear that. You see, I can wear this for summertime. I can wear this now, and then I can wear the sleeve later. So this is the cool thing, is it allows you, I am a huge fan. I'm actually starting to love skirts more than I've ever loved before, because I cannot believe the flexibility, and a skirt is really cool. And if it's in a breathable fabric, it doesn't matter what the coloration is, it will still keep you cool and comfortable and looking chic for the summertime. If you want to wear brighter colors in summer, fabulous. But if you do love these more muted shades and you love them as like a general, it's a great thing to be able to wear these same shades in the summer months as well. Okay, then I've got this combination. Okay, so this is the top. Now this one is just the flared, all right, like that. And then I've got it, hold on, let me put it on for you. Again, I'll do it. Let me just do it again. And guys, by the way, if you do want to just stay on track, if you just want to stay up to date with my latest collections, make sure to subscribe to my newsletter. You can find that on my website. Just a second. Here we go. I'm just going to put on my skirt real quick. So you can just go to Tracy Gold New York, and you can subscribe to my newsletter, and you can stay up to date. But really, my lives are the best way as well to stay. My lives, I show a lot of things that I don't have on the website, and that sometimes I never intend to put on the website either. Okay, let me just find that brown top that Jessica likes. There we go. The challenge of the live, right, is always to do the changing in front as quickly as possible. Okay, so here we've got the shorter skirt, more with the rounded. And I would, okay, so one thing I do want to add about this is that if you are going to do a longer skirt, I recommend that you either do an asymmetrical, like I did earlier in the show, okay, or long, or just above the knee or below the knee. Now, if you want to go further above it, that's totally fine. There's no judgment. I have no judgment about that whatsoever. I do that myself sometimes as well, okay? So it gives you, but anything that is in that in-between length, that in-between, which is kind of like this, right? This is the kind of in-between, that 3/4 length, it can make you look super frumpy, like really, really frumpy. Okay, then we have, here we go, guys. Look at this. So we have, again, you can wear it as a dress. And the nice thing is with this skirt has actually got the contrasting, so it makes it look like you're wearing a belt. Hold on a second. Gives you a little bit of shoulder flexibility as well. Practice of shoulder flexibility with we're doing these. Okay, so there we have that contrasting belt, okay? And then I'm just going to tuck that away, and you've got it, it looks like a dress. Or you wear it without, and you wear it with just a little brown top, which you can wear now, or you put the top with the denim skirt. Do you see what I'm saying? So that is the cool thing. Oh my goodness, layer upon layer. Here we go. There we go. So you can see. So that is the nice thing. When you do a cord, when you do a top and a skirt, you have got so much more flexibility as opposed to just having like one skirt and one top, which is an outfit, and then one part of it gets ruined. Maybe the top gets ruined or the skirt gets ruined, and then it's just not, the whole outfit's completely useless. Okay, so guys, are there any final questions? Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me today. Make sure to join me next week because I'm going to be making my big announcement. And I'm very excited to share that with you. I'm not going to share it with you right now. I'm going to share it with you live next week. And it's going to be the start of some really fun content and some behind the scenes and a whole bunch of other things. So if in the meantime, if you want to contact me, please feel free to do so. I'm going to put that in here. This is my email address and it comes to me directly. Okay, so feel free to email me. We can also set up a free 15-minute call just to chat about what you want and your sizing and the kind of items that you're looking at. You can also place a hold on some of the fabric for the fall, so because it is going to be available for pre-order pretty soon. So feel free to contact me about that. There are so many different options and everything is customizable. Thank you so much, ladies, and have a great Saturday. I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.